everyone, welcome to Health Chats presented by Fountain Valley Fit Body Bootcamp. I'm Xenia Joyner, and today we are chatting with Melissa Watanabe with Farmers Insurance Agency. Hi Melissa, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So today we wanted to talk to you a little bit about your background and how you got started and what your experience is in insurance.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been in the insurance industry for 20 years, and I've owned the agency here for 10 years.
And your agency in Fountain Valley, what's the name of the agency?
Watanabe Insurance Agency, and we're located in Fountain Valley.
Okay, perfect. So why did you get into this business?
I've actually naturally always been a planner. So I like to plan ahead, I like to plan for things, and insurance really is just helping my clients plan for their future.
And what are some misconceptions about insurance that you would like to, let the public know and kind of educate them on?
I think some of the misconceptions about on the personal insurance side, so on the home and auto insurance side, is that they have full coverage. And in reality, full coverage can mean a number of things. And on the life insurance side is I either can't afford it, it's too expensive, or I won't qualify. And that's where we're happy to help.
Okay, so how does insurance affect someone's quality of life?
I think having insurance really is providing a peace of mind. So having life insurance and having a family protection plan in place really just gives people peace of mind that even when they're not around, their family and their future is going to be protected. When it comes to the personal side or on the business insurance side, if in the event of a fire, in the event of a break-in or a theft, they're covered. They don't have to worry about where they're going to get the money to replace things.
Okay, so I'm in the health and fitness industry. So can you address some of the misconceptions, or how exactly does health affect, say, life insurance?
Yes, absolutely. So with life insurance, the price behind the life insurance policy is based on your health and your medical history. So the healthier that one person is, the lower their life insurance costs are going to be. And depending on their height, their weight, their medications that they take, being healthy is very, very important.
So can you talk about the different types of life insurance?
Sure, absolutely. So generally speaking, there are two different types of life insurance policies. There's a whole life policy and a term life policy. Whole life lasts really for an entire person's life, and a term policy is for a period of time.
Okay, so it would be beneficial for someone who is healthier to get life insurance as soon as possible.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, and is it too early or too late to get types of different insurance policies?
Depending on the need. There's every person's need is different. So depending on that person's need, I would say even if someone is single and they have no children, they may not be married yet, that's actually the best time to get it, even though in their mind they may think they don't need it yet. So there's never too soon to buy life insurance.
What are some of your experiences with people who don't have the right policies in place? What do you see, and what have you seen in the years that you've been in this field?
Well, when it comes to auto insurance or on the personal insurance side, we've seen people underinsured when they have an accident that either themselves or their family members are at fault for. They have not enough insurance coverage, and then unfortunately they can be held personally liable and sued for the difference. We've seen people not have enough insurance when it comes to maybe a fire or vandalism at their home. We've seen people that choose to not purchase life insurance because they think they can't afford it, and then unfortunately something happened. So we've seen a lot of cases in the past, and those are the types of things that we try to fix when we do reviews with our clients to make sure that we close the gaps and that we can provide themselves, their family, with a full insurance package.
So if certain families don't have the right policies in place, how do they go about, preparing, or how do they raise the funds for, say, for example, a funeral for a family member who didn't have life insurance?
It's unfortunate, but we see it quite often. There's a lot of GoFundMe pages that we see. Those are typically for final expenses. Unfortunately, those only raise maybe $10,000 to $20,000. And yes, that may help with their final expenses or their burial, but it's not going to replace income. It's not going to help raise children. It's not going to help put those children through college. So it's never enough. We've also seen car washes where people will fundraise money. Again, those are for very minimal amounts raised. It's never enough.
Okay, so well, switching gears here. With California laws changing, how will the use of marijuana change certain insurance policies, or has there been any speak of it, or what are some revelations?
Yeah, there actually have. So with the laws all constantly changing, we kind of have to keep up with what's going on. And in regards to marijuana now, with life insurance, with low levels of THC found in someone's blood is acceptable. And if it's for a medical reason, if they have a medical card and they've been diagnosed with something, then it's like any other type of medication. We have to know what the reason is, what they were diagnosed with, and why they're taking it, and then that'll help determine if in fact they're approved or not.
Does that play a part in car insurance? Because if you're driving under the influence, how does that affect?
It does, but I think that's always been into play. So driving under the influence is driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol. So the DUI would still be in effect if it was marijuana or alcohol, whether it's legal or not. It's just driving under the influence.
Is there anything else you'd like to add or give any input or suggestions for the average consumer out there that doesn't really understand insurance?
Absolutely. I think having an insurance agent is key. Relying on a 1-800 number company or doing it self online, you don't have an experienced person to provide you with that feedback. That's number one important thing. And then number two is review your insurance. Insurance changes, discounts change, laws change, things change over the years. So what someone may have had 15 or 20 years ago isn't necessarily good today. So review your insurance with your current agent. If you don't have a current agent, find an agent and review your policy, and we'll be happy to help.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. It sounds like you've got so much experience under your belt. And I just want to say thanks again.
Thank you.
So we hope to have you around soon. So that's it for today. We were chatting with Melissa Watanabe with Farmers Insurance Agency. Stay tuned for our next episode with Health Chats. I'm Xenia Joyner, and I'll see you next time.